Recording, so here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm excited. All right. What is up? Hey guys, so it's February 27th, 2013, and we're back, guys. We're back. Thank you very much for coming in the room, guys. I'm really excited of whom I'm having in tonight. This is a girl from Raleigh, North Carolina, and just so you guys, just to give you guys a little leeway, she's been involved in the industry for a little bit over a year now. Her name is Alex Lumsden. Guys, this is her first interview on any vaping show. Please be kind to her. She's a little bit nervous, but we're going to help her get through this because we have so much excellent information to share with you. So you guys ready to meet her? Okay. So we're going to call and we're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to Alex, and everything's going to be awesome. So guys, rally behind her, man. That's all I'm asking. Rally behind this lady. Okay, here we go. I'm going into the hangout now. Alright guys, can you hear me? Wait, hold on. We'll just make sure I can hear you guys. Oh, so we got Alex and we got Casey in here. Alright, hold on. Let's switch to shot. Okay, there they are. Guys, say hi to say hi to Alex and Casey. So anyway, Alex is the lady that's in the left with the dreads. Casey's the lady in the right. Okay? Alright. So anyway. So how are you, Alex? How's it going? Hold on, I'm just double checking to make sure that I got we got our audio good. Alright. So anyway, how are you doing today? How's the shop? I mean, right now, just so you guys know, they're at their shop right now. So how did things go today at your shop? Oh wait, there's a problem with the audio. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Oh no. I can't hear them. Hold on a second. Let me go into the single shot while they work it out. Hold on, guys. Alright. I'll go into the single shot for right now. But we're going to need it. If you look on top, guys, if you want to adjust your bandwidth, if you roll towards the top, maybe you have it on HD. If you roll it down one, we may be able to hear your audio a little bit better. Or you know what? Oh wait, I'm hearing something. I don't know. You know, I'll tell you, Camry girl, here's the thing. I had it completely set up totally fine. It was working perfectly before. It was working perfectly before. And it's just not working right now. So they're going to try to go back in. They're going to try to come back in. But yeah, seriously. I had this working because I always test it out before I come in, before I start my show.
Can you hear us now?
I do hear you guys.
Yay! You can?
But you got to lower my voice because you hear the echo.
No. Fuck.
It's okay, I got parental advisory.
How about now? Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you okay, but you got to lower my voice on your end.
It's probably because this microphone is too close to the actual speakers.
No. Hi, guy. They're not watching the chat from there.
What?
They're not watching the chat from there.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
You can hear us? Can you hear yourself still?
Yeah, I can hear. No.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, as long as you can hear me, cool. I think we're good now.
Alright, we're good.
We're good. Okay, so.
Okay.
How was your day at the shop today?
Pretty good.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. And obviously, so you guys know, like, they work at this brick and mortar in Raleigh, North Carolina called the Puffin Monkey. And now your video is frozen.
It's working out now. Of course, Murphy's Law. I'm a jinx, man. I'm like, every time I get near a camera, everything messes up.
No, but we were rolling fine earlier, but it's okay. It's okay.
I know. I don't know what happened. I didn't touch it. I promise.
It's alright.
It's the vapor clouds.
Well, is your bandwidth lowered to 3?
Casey?
Like, if you look at your bandwidth, there's like settings on the top, and I have mine set on medium. If you lower your bandwidth down to medium, I think we'd be able to hear you a lot better.
I don't know, Mark. What do you think?
You guys are good.
We're good.
You're good.
We're good.
Okay.
Okay. According to Mark, we're good.
You're good.
Apparently so.
Okay. Okay.
Systems, don't say it. These guys are bad. Okay. So, alright. So anyway. Why? Why is this happening to me? Why is this...
Breathe. It's okay.
Okay, we're good. I guess we're good. Hey, what's up, Riverbottom? I know, right?
He's gonna get a workout running back and forth.
Okay, but anyway, let's just see. We could roll. We could start this up. So anyway, Alex, it's really good to meet you. I know that you pretty much, obviously, just like everybody else in this room, right? We were all smokers at one point. Why don't you like walk us through how you delved into vaping from smoking and how it inevitably led to where you are today?
Sure thing. Let's see. I got started smoking at about 13 years old. I was up to a pack a day by 14, and 2 packs a day at 25. I was waiting tables. I've waited tables for 8 or 9 years, and that was the only break you got was a smoke break. So I took full advantage of that, and I actually got my electronic cigarette set up. Not to quit smoking, but to do both. I had every intention of just smoking my electronic cigarette when I wasn't allowed to smoke cigarettes at work. And the electronic cigarette was just that much better that within the first day of getting my actual kit, I cut down to about half a pack a day, stayed at half a pack a day for about a week, and then down to 2 or 3 cigarettes a day for the following week, and then was off of them completely. And I haven't had a cigarette in about 1.5 years now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, the shop that I got my original setup from actually closed down. That used to be downtown Raleigh, and that shop, I guess, just had a lot of overhead and a lot of different projects going on, and they couldn't keep it together. But when they closed, I had to go to buying all my stuff online, which I hated because I had nobody to go to for help or support or try flavors or anything like that. So as soon as I found out that this shop, the Puffing Monkey, had opened up, I came up here, and they were offering referral discounts for bringing in new customers, and I told the owner, I was like, I don't want any discounts. I'm going to shop for me and about 6 other people at the restaurant I'm working at, and I just want you to stay in business. And about a month later, he offered me a job, and I was still kind of hesitant at that time because I was making really good money at the restaurant I was working at.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually had to ask me twice, and I finally, which he reminds me of on a daily, but he had asked me twice. But I finally made the plunge, and I came and started working here, and I've been working here for a little over 1 year now.
Oh, I hear you. Hey Casey, why don't you tell us about how did you start vaping?
Oh boy.
So this is a good story, I'm guessing.
Casey's got a really good story, actually.
Well, I actually started smoking when I was 14, 15, somewhere in that ballpark, but I went balls to the wall, excuse the phrase, and I just started a pack right off the bat. I was doing a pack a day of Marlboro Reds at least on a good day. On bad days, that's a whole other story. But I was smoking since 15 up until I turned about 19 when I had a run-in with a tumor that developed on the right side of my jaw. And, I was 19, going on 20 years old with a pretty big scare with lymphoma. And the doctor's like, it's going to come back if you keep smoking. And you're going to get probably throat and tongue cancer. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't want to quit. I liked smoking, and I honestly thought that cancer was a better outlet than half the other, medical diagnoses out there. But I happened to come here by accident. We were going to go somewhere far downtown Raleigh to find a vape shop, and I found the Puffing Monkey by mistake. Walk in the door, and Alex actually was the first person to set me up with the kit. And about May, June, July, about 4 months later, Joe offered me a job, and here I am.
Well, I'm glad that you guys found each other because we're gonna delve into how you guys are collaborating a bit on Alex's project. So, anyway, Alex. So anyway, we established basically how you got into vaping and basically what you were doing beforehand. But what I'm interested in is like how did you start into DIY and how did it lead to the lines of eliquids that we're gonna talk about tonight?
Sure. I actually got into DIY out of frustration when that first shop that I was getting my stuff from closed down.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I was going to start trying to make my own flavor. So, I was all about ECF and just, filtering through all the millions of posts on there trying to find the information that I needed. And I got really frustrated with it after about a month and kind of put it on the shelf. And then a couple of months after I had started working here, I picked it back up. And astrology is something that I've been doing for about 5 years now, and I really thought that would be a really great concept to incorporate into flavors because astrology kind of follows the seasons, and there are definitely, as we've seen in the shop, seasonal tastes that people are looking for. watermelon tends to get really big around spring. The heavier flavors get big around winter. So I thought that all kind of fell into line, and that's where I started developing the Zodiac line, which is, one flavor for each of the signs, and they all have, it's a pretty big concept, but it took me about a year to hammer out all the details there. And then with the Puffy Monkey flavors or the Fog Sauce line, we just wanted to do really nice basic flavors, because we see that a lot of people come in, they try new flavors out, but they usually go back to the basics. They'll, get a bottle of this, get a bottle of that, but then they'll also get their all day, their mainstay flavors that they never really shy too far away from. So we figured, what better way to, control our supply chain and make sure we had those flavors in stock for people than to make them ourselves. So that's why we really got into the liquid production end of it.
Right, I understand. And then that's interests me, because I know you said you had two lines. So you initially came out with the Fog Sauce line, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Fog Sauce were the first flavors that we actually have. Actually, they're the only flavors that we have out for sale at this point in time. The Zodiac line, we are still trying to get our labels all squared away, but that will definitely be following in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have those available for sale as well.
Okay, and we are going to talk about this a little bit. We're going to talk because I do have them on me. And the first thing I noticed, I remember I was talking to you about last night. I actually talked to Mark about it when I got these the other day. The first thing that I noticed was that each bottle has a different caricature on it. Okay, and then this is where Casey rolls in, right? And
oh yes. Casey is our resident artist. We have a chalk wall in the shop that we do seasonal, like Casey does. Let me get the we out of there. Casey does. We do all kinds of artwork and events and things like that. So it was pretty easy, and she's been doing artwork for a long time. And it's awesome having an artist in shop that we can get to. We can be like, hey, we got this idea, make it happen. And I mean, she's just awesome at what she does. Oh.
Now I notice you guys don't have your labels set up yet for your Zodiac line, but we'll talk about this in a little bit. But I do want to delve in your Fog Sauce line first. Now I have right now. We're not going to do full reviews here, guys. I'll do reviews to them separately. If you guys know, I just started a Vaping review channel on YouTube, and I will be reviewing a lot of these flavors, but just so you guys kind of have a little bit of a heads up of what's going on and the flavors that she's offering, we're going to discuss them a little bit briefly here. The first one I have in my hand here from the Fog Sauce line is called Drop the Mic. Now I'm going to show the cover. It has a little monkey there, and I guess he's literally dropping the mic. I guess it looks like after he's rapping, I guess. So if you guys, and it's Casey, I'm seriously, you really do good work. So props to you. It's nice. It's cool. And I'm gonna show you guys each of the bottles, what each label has looked like, so you could see what Casey's work on each of the bottles. Okay. So anyway, if you can explain to me, Alex, what what flavors are coming out of Drop the Mic.
Sure. Drop the Mic is a blueberry, raspberry, pomegranate, and all of those are really, really popular flavors in different, a lot of the real popular liquids have one or more of those going on. So we figured, let's just combine all those flavors, hit all those tastes, and drop the mic. And be done with it. That's it. End of story.
Right, I'm vaping it now, and yeah. Run by how she was saying it was blueberry, pomegranate, and what was the other flavor again?
Raspberry.
Raspberry. Okay, so we got, and then here we go. Here's the second one, guys. The second one I have on me here is called, by the way, just so you know, I'm tasting a lot of pomegranate as soon as I hit it. That's the first thing that I taste as soon as I'm vaping on it, which is good. It's not you know how with some pomegranates it's really sour. It's not so sour here. And I think maybe the blueberry in it kind of blends in with it pretty well. So I
tried a lot of pomegranates before I settled on that one.
Yeah, so that one's actually good. I do like that one. Here's the second one, guys. The second one is called Fogzilla. It has got a picture, I guess, a character of Godzilla on it.
Yeah.
It's looking.
His name is actually Foggy. Foggy the Fog Dragon.
Oh, it's a dragon. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys.
He's kind of a mock-off of Reptar.
All right. Now, what is the profile on this one, Alex?
The Fogzilla is peanut butter, chocolate, caramel, and a little bit of graham cracker. And that was kind of a personal. I'm really into the rich, chocolatey flavors, the heavier flavors, and that one I've actually been puffing on nonstop for the last month. And what I was going for was kind of a Twix candy bar flavor, and I think I nailed that pretty well.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you know what? Now I remember it when I was vaping on this last night when I was talking to you, and I didn't. It was like all over the place. It was like. I like you. I like you when vapes are all over the place like this. That one's good. Here we go. So here's the third one, guys. The third one I have in me. This is kind of weird. It has a picture of a monkey with his tongue out holding coffee. Cinnaberry Espresso.
Yeah, the Cinnanilla Espresso is it's really great. I mean, the name is pretty simple. You know, it's cinnamon, vanilla custard, and espresso. And to me, it's been described as a snickerdoodle cookie with coffee. And the idea for that flavor actually came from another guy in the shop. When he heard another employee, when he heard that I was making liquid, he asked me to make him a flavor. I told him what I had on hand, and those were 3 flavors he picked. And the first attempt at the flavor, I nailed pretty well, and I've liked it so much, and everybody else has liked it so much that we decided to put it out there.
Right on. Okay. Yeah, I was actually a little apprehensive about this. Wait a second, I hear myself again. Uh-oh, that's not good. All right. I was a little apprehensive when I was trying this because I'm not really big into cinnamon.
Right.
And it was the first one that Mark was the first one that Mark said, just try this one. So I did, and I can't wait to review this one. That's all I have to say.
Nice.
I really can't.
It's definitely a light cinnamon. It's not really over the top, and it is a bakery style cinnamon as opposed to like a red hot candy cinnamon. I've always gone for liquids that will not damage plastic, so that's why I stay away from the stronger, heavier cinnamons.
Right, and I think with this one, I really appreciate that one because one of my favorite cinnamon vapes is the cinnamon blueberry crumble from Joe Castro. Mm-hmm. He has one of the best. It's like one of the best cinnamons. I don't know what cinnamon he's using in there, but it's ridiculously good, and I was glad to see that this one kind of reminded me of that type of cinnamon. So guys, it is not the candy kind of cinnamon in here. It's something that you would appreciate. Hey, what's up, Matt Vapist? How are you? Okay, so we got the next one here, and this one was the one that I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I kind of went a little batshit crazy for this one. This one is called the banana hammock. Big surprise, right, guys? Big surprise. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm this huge banana vapor, and this one, wow. Because I'm telling you guys, like, just so you know, Alex, like, I'm really big stickler when it comes to banana vapes. If I don't like it,
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, if I don't like it, forget it. I'm like, I'll throw it out, or I mean, I don't even know if I want to give it out to somebody, just because I'm so disgusted. Like, how can they make a banana and taste like shit? This is only probably the 4th banana vape I tried, or anything having to do with banana that I absolutely loved. Absolutely loved. Right from the first. I mean, I tanked it right away. Yeah, I have some right here. I've been vaping on this a lot today because I had it in here. And can you explain to us, like, is it just a straight up banana, or is there some other stuff that it's involved? Anything else that's in this flavor?
No, it's another blend. It is a banana cream with pomegranate and blood orange, and again, the pomegranate is just a really great base flavor. So I have incorporated that into the 2 different flavors in the line. But I think it's a little more subtle in the banana hammock. The banana really takes kind of center stage there, and the pomegranate just makes a nice base for it. And then the blood orange is a nice citrusy note, something a little different.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Like, it's my favorite one out of the line, without a doubt. It's one I'm definitely going to review. It's going to be hard because I try not to insert my personal opinions, but it's going to be hard with this one. So I'm telling you guys, when I do release the review for this one, watch out. That's it. Anyway, here's the last one from the line, guys. This one is called Lime and Berry. I'll show it to you. It has like a picture of like a cool monkey just chilling with shades on. Personally, this is the one I didn't like as much. It wasn't for me, but there's probably a lot of people in here that do like lime and berry. Like, I know that there's a few other vendors that make it. Like Dan from Fancy Juice makes one also. But basically, what did you what's the profile on this one? I mean, is it basically self-explanatory on this one?
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, and I'm actually right there with you on that particular flavor, which, I mean, to me, the fact that I can make flavors that I don't particularly like, that other people love, is really makes me feel good. The lemon berry actually was a flavor that I used to make for my little brother's girlfriend, and she absolutely loved it. I had never really vaped it other than to just test it out, and we found that in the shop, it's been our top seller out of the 5. And it's
really?
It's just a nice basic strawberry lemonade flavor.
Wow, that is shocking, to be honest with you. I guess that's because that's probably because like there's 2 in particular that I love from this line. And guys, we're gonna give you information. We are gonna give you information on how we're gonna obtain it, how you guys can obtain some in a little bit. But before we delve into that, we're going to delve a little bit into the Zodiac line. Now, the Zodiac line, Alex, you started this line, I believe, after you released your fog sauce line, correct?
The flavor development actually took place way before the fog sauce line, but yes, it hasn't been released for sale yet. Okay.
Now, before we give you the dates and when he's going to be released, let's just delve into this a little bit because it's really fascinating. You were talking to me about this last night. Now, obviously, for those who know the Zodiac, knows a little bit about astrology, there are 12 in the Zodiac. Okay, there's 12 different symbols, right? What was your basis for trying to figure out a flavor base for each of the flavors for each of the characters in the Zodiac circle, I guess, in the Zodiac world? Like, what, was it just like a feeling you had, like just reading based on personality profiles for each of them?
No, it's not so much personality profiles. It's more actually to do with the seasons. There's one, zodiac sign for each month. They don't match up with the calendar months,
right?
But they do as far as the seasons go. So, there's 3 months to each season, and that's kind of where the line comes into play. It's also a little kind of elemental. Each of the fire signs have cinnamon. Each of the air signs have mint. Each of the earth signs have tobacco, and each of the water signs are a tea flavor. So I went off of there and kind of did, your starting month of each season, where the season really just starting out. You gotta get that first edge of it, the first tinklings of spring, the first chilling down in the winter months and things like that. Then you have the middle month of each season where it really comes into becomes more concentrated, more focused, and then you have the last month of each season where it's very transitional, and that's kind of where the flavors come into play.
Okay, I see what you mean. So it's one of those. I guess it's like one of those things like where how to put it, like where you actually analyzed it. You analyzed each sign based on where it lays in the calendar, and then you came up with flavors based on that. So I guess we could start out with the first one. The first one I have right here. But if it's okay with you, I want to discuss all 12.
Sure.
All right. You know what? Let's start. We'll start with the one I have right here. So guys, just so you know, there's no labels for it yet, and that's because it hasn't been released yet. But it's going to be released in, I believe, by the 3rd week in March. You're going to start rolling them out.
At the latest, yes.
Okay, and you're not going to have them all out by the 3rd week, are you? Or are you going to have just some? Okay, so all.
No, we'll release the entire line all at once.
Okay, let's start with the first one, guys. So people can hear what some of these flavor profiles are, because it's kind of fascinating how. So this one is more. This line is different from the Fog Sauce line in terms of its complexity. Is it fair to say that?
Yes, it's very complex. With the Zodiac line, I would say that within the line there is something for everyone, but everyone will not like every flavor.
Okay, so we'll start with Aries. So I have Aries here, and like I told you, the labels aren't completed yet, but they will be soon. Casey, what plans do you have for this label, for the Aries label?
I think what we settled on for the ideas of the labels behind the Zodiac line was something to kind of in correspondence with the Fog Sauce, with the logo and design with the Fog Sauce, which is just a vintage, almost kind of retro, I guess would be a term for it.
Yeah, maybe like alchemy bottle style.
Kind of like the logo that we have behind us right now. Something along those lines, where it's going to have the name, the flavor, the flavor profile and fun stuff like that, and the nicotine content. But it's going to be very basic and direct, a little more appealing to the eye than with color and stuff like that. But it's going to be very direct and straightforward. So there's no wiggle room with the labels. You can just get what it is right there. It's very easy to read.
Hey guys, just so you see, I do have the label in clear in the screen, so for those guys in the room, you guys can see it's on the bottom right hand corner of my broadcast screen, so you guys can check out the label in more detail. But it's basically the same that they have behind them. Is the monkey going to be involved?
The monkey is not. The monkey will not be involved.
I'm sad that the monkey's not going to be involved.
The monkey's going to be on the Fog Sauce line. That's okay.
Are you going to have like...
We will be adding to the Fog Sauce line, though, and that's kind of why we went for that kind of clip art style graphics on the Fog Sauce line, because it's something that we can put together pretty quickly as we bring out new flavors. Whereas the Zodiac line was much more planned out, and it's going to have a much more permanent style label.
Okay, I see what you mean. That makes sense. So, all right. So, what would be? So anyway, before we discuss the label and stuff, what would the flavor profile be on the Aries? I've been vaping on this for a while, and after you told me what it was, I was tasting it more because, guys, initially when I first started vaping this, I was having a hard time deciphering what it was.
What
Seriously.
the heck is it?
Yeah, like seriously, I had a problem, but I mean, it was a little bit. It was pleasant for me. I liked it. It wasn't too rough, but I just couldn't pinpoint. I mean, maybe I might have pinpointed maybe one flavor, but there's so much going on here. I just. But anyway, what is the profile for this one, Alex?
The flavor profile for Aries is nectarine, blood orange, and cinnamon.
And that's what's so weird about it, because the cinnamon I'm tasting on this, it's almost a little bit different than I'm getting off the Sin Vanilla one. It's weird. I mean, I'm not asking you for recipes and stuff, but that's what I'm getting off of it. Maybe it's because the difference. It could be a different cinnamon. Yeah,
it's much more subtle. It's much more of an undertone or kind of an aftertaste even than it is in the forefront. The forefront of that is really those fruitier flavors in the liquid. And also in the Zodiac line, I incorporate a lot of organic extracts. I just love the way the organic extracts really pop. I mean, the flavor tastes really true, especially on the fruit flavors.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna field a question in the audience. We got Bernard Scard asking, is the juice line Fog Sauce, or is that the company? How did you come up with the name Fog Sauce?
Fog Sauce is actually something my boss came up with. Almost got it. It had to. been about a year and a half ago. He came up with the name, grabbed the domain for it, and that was always the plan, was to come out with, you know, our own liquids under the brand of Fog Sauce. And we do have the website, fogsauce.com, and that's where we will have all the liquids available for sale.
Okay. So we'll go into the next flavor in the Zodiac line, which would be, it's like, wait a second, it's Aries and Taurus. Taurus is next, right?
The next one would be Taurus, and a couple of people that have bought the Duke from fogsauce.com got a sneak peek at the first 3 of the Zodiac flavors, and the Taurus was included in that. The Taurus is it's a tobacco flavor, but it's a springtime tobacco, so it's not your heavy typical tobacco that you would generally think of. It's a vanilla tobacco, peach, and passion fruit. So it's a little floral, a little fruity, and a little earthy. It's definitely an interesting flavor.
Oh, wait a second. Well, anyway, here we go. So, and I'm guessing that Casey, that what you're gonna do is you might do something in accordance to a bull on that, since it is Taurus, right?
Well, we're not actually gonna be putting any kind of like animal or any kind of characters on these labels. They're gonna be just straight, almost like Alex said, like an alchemy style bottle label. But the colors will be will be what the element is, I guess. Like, so Taurus would be green, Aries would be red, the fire signs will have a fire tone, the earth signs will be green. I think air we agreed on like gray or a pale blue, and then water signs will be like a deep hardy blue kind of deal.
Okay, I see. All right. Okay. That's kind of cool though. I mean, because I know that like the alchemy signs are kind of different. Like, for example, for the Aries, it almost looks like like a ram head, just the alchemy symbol, but it obviously doesn't have the eyes on it. And like with the Taurus, it's almost like the circle, the 2 antennae up like that. So that's what you mean, correct? I don't know if you call it antennae, but
that's what it looks like, though.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at the. I typed in. I wanted to see what you were talking about with the alchemy symbol, so I'm looking at them now, and it's kind of interesting here. So the next one we have up. So now that I have a cheat sheet, so I know exactly which one's next. The next one would be Gemini, and Gemini is want to say air, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Gemini's an air sign, so that is the first of our mint flavors, and that one is a kiwi watermelon mint. And the mint that I use it's very interesting. It changes up a lot as I vape it. Sometimes it'll be a spicy mint, and sometimes I'll taste it more as a sweet mint. It definitely keeps you guessing, which is kind of a trait of Geminis. Geminis will definitely keep you guessing.
Yeah. Right. And that I think I would enjoy that one. I'm not really big into mints, but that one I'm kind of interested in trying, to be honest with you. Not only that, it's like there's a lot going on with Gemini. I mean, like, just because behind the history of the sign. So, and I know some Geminis, and man, that's all I gotta say.
It's like the angel and the demon on your shoulder at all times.
I know. So anyway, we go into the next one, which is Cancer, which is a water sign, I'm guessing, correct?
Yep. That's the first of our tea flavors. That one is going to be a strawberry green tea. And that one is just, it's a really nice summer flavor, just the beginnings of summer. It's just starting to, get hot. And I think that's going to be a really refreshing one for that time of year.
Alright, guys. So, guys, definitely take notes on some of these flavor profiles so you know what you're getting when you start ordering. Because believe me, if it's any indication from the ones that I have, you're going to start ordering some of these. I'm just saying that because you guys are here, I'm being completely serious. So.
No, they're good.
We also go a little bit further. I always found it really, really annoying to try a flavor and not know what the flavor profile of it was and have to Google it. So all of our bottles will have the flavor profile on the actual bottle. And if you check on the Puffing Monkey bottles that you got for the Fog Sauce labels, along the side where the strength and size are, there should be a flavor profile as well.
Okay. So here we go. The next one is Leo, which is a fire sign. It's one of the like people who are born this time of year are some of the people who it tends to be some of my best friends on Earth, born around this time of year.
Definitely.
I'm a Leo.
We have our little Leo right here.
Oh, looks like we'll get along again. We'll get along just fine, Casey.
Yeah. The Leo I really love. That's another fire sign. So again, we see the cinnamon in that one as well. That one is actually a cinnamon sangria, and I just I picture the middle of summer, those hot nights where everybody's going to parties and having a good time, bonfires, that kind of thing. And I thought what better than the sangria with that one.
Speaking of like summer and stuff, like I remember when we befriended each other on Facebook. I mean, like the first picture I saw was you playing with your dogs out out on the grass or something. So I'm guessing that you're a really big outdoorsy person yourself, right?
I definitely am.
Yeah.
Like what are some of your favorite activities you like to do? Like I'm guessing you go to I guess you go to music festivals and stuff.
I did festivals for a little while. I spent a couple of years traveling around Cali with a backpack, and I hit a lot of festivals when I was doing that. I don't really get out much anymore. My work is pretty much my labor of love right now, which
right.
I love every second of it, and wouldn't have it any other way. There'll be plenty of time to party later on.
Right.
And we love you.
And Casey, what are some of your favorite activities that you like to do, in your spare time? I'm curious. This is a curious thing. I mean, why not, right, guys? It's good to know who the people are behind these labels and behind the juice that you're going to be vaping, correct?
Casey's a baller. This girl's going to be president when she's like 40.
I'm a big, girly girl was never something that defined me. So definitely sportsy. Down and gritty. I like to do all sorts of physical activities, kind of deal. Anything, you name it, I'm up for it.
She works on cars.
I love my car. I absolutely love my car.
What? Okay, yeah. Are you one of those Volkswagen people? Are you a German engineering guy?
American muscle, baby, Ford.
Oh, I got a Ford also. Okay, this is good. Oh yeah. And it's so fun. You'll laugh at me, but two of the last 3 cars I bought was a Ford Taurus station wagon.
Those are awesome, dude. My dad had one for the longest time, and those are awesome cars. They are so much fun to deal with. They are great cars.
Oh yeah, and the first one I got was just the regular version, and then the second one that I got was just the car I have now had I had to get. It didn't say that it was the updated engine, but they made a mistake with this one. I guess they put in the wrong engine. But it was an SE, so when the guy did my first oil change, he was like, "There's something wrong here." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "This is supposed to be a base model engine," and he "Come here," and he looked at me. "See this engine?" He's like, "Yeah, this engine's not supposed to be in this car."
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
So I guess it's like they gave me a 24 valve engine. I had no idea. I was just like, "What?"
That's fantastic.
I was like, "It just runs. That's all that matters." So.
Yeah, I just drive it. That's all I do.
Yeah, I drive it. I take care of it. I mean, I tinted my windows. I put XM radio in it. I put an Alpine system in. I mean, I had to put that kind of stuff in it, but
oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But actually, I do want to talk to you because one of my front seat's a little wobbly, and I may have to get another front seat for my driver's seat. So.
Yeah, it's usually in at least the older model cars, like Fords, for example. I know my Mustang. I have a 2004 Mustang GT, and the design flaw on those seats is they have the seat adjuster right up here. So if your leg hits it when you're fluctuating between the clutch and resting your leg, you'll actually move your seat.
Right. Well, my next car that I intend on getting, I've actually been looking at Subarus myself. I know, guys. I know. We started talking about cars. My apologies, guys. Let's get. I'm sorry. It's just fascinating. A girl that knows her way around a car. It's fascinating to me. Okay, it's fascinating. So
I think every woman should know how to at least take care of a car.
Change the oil. Change the tires.
Exactly. Change the oil. Change the tire. And at least every woman on this planet should know how to drive a stick. Same for men too. Everyone should know how to drive a stick. God forbid you're stuck with one and you don't know how to drive it.
Incidentally, I learned how to drive a stick. My brother put me on a hill and said,
Good.
Get me over the hill." and he was trying to tell me how to do it, and he wouldn't help me. And I sat on that hill for over 2 hours, and I finally figured it out. Oh, ETA Vapors tell me to stay with Ford or Chevy. He said, don't buy Civi.
Subies are great, but if something goes wrong with it, expect a pain and a half, just because the way that their engines are, not everything is as easily accessible as a Ford or a Chevy. So that's all I gotta say about them. I love their engines though; they're fantastic.
Right. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll get back to juicing. But this was interesting. I'm sorry. I had to talk about that one. That was kind of cool.
You're fine.
All right. So anyway, the next juice in the line for the just so you guys here are coming into the room, I've got Alex and Casey here. And I'm talking about the 2 lines of eliquids they're involved in. The name of their brick and mortar is called the Puffin Monkey, and it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Their lines of juice is called the Fog Sauce line, which is 5 eliquids that they have so far. And we're talking right now about their Zodiac line of eliquids. We're going to talk about the 6th one right now. We're on Virgo.
Virgo. So the Virgo is it's our second tobacco flavor. It is definitely the end of summer, transitioning into fall. So the flavor profile on that one is actually a maple rum tobacco with blueberry and a little hint of espresso. So it's definitely a little heavier. A lot of the feedback that we're getting from, say, the Cirrus, which is the other tobacco flavor that we've covered so far, was that they really didn't taste very much tobacco in, and that was kind of done on purpose. It was supposed to be a very mellow, very light tobacco flavor. The Virgo is much heavier, and I think the people that like tobacco flavors are going to enjoy this one a lot.
You know, I'll tell you, there's one thing about tobaccos. I mean, there's so many different, there's different kinds of tobaccos. Like, obviously, you know that people started, like, I mean, the original, you got the Kang, the RY4. You know, it started with that, you know, and I remember when I first started vaping, how people were saying RY4 is the original. You know, try an RY4 first if you're trying, you know, because that's pretty much like a favorite. And then from there, people delved into different kinds of tobaccos, maybe sweet, rough, or otherwise. And then people started getting into NETs, which is a naturally extracted tobacco. Just a sidebar question: are you thinking about delving into that a little bit down the line, or are you comfortable with the way that you're going about doing things right now?
Well, the Zodiac formulations are finalized, so those won't change. And
Right.
I haven't used any of that type of stuff in the actual Zodiac line. But I may play around with that. The tobacco flavors were the first that I got. Those were the ones that I got frustrated with when I first started DIY and put it up on the shelf. Trying to use all those tobacco absolutes and things like that was just very, very finicky, and there's a lot of trial and error involved. So I may revisit that at some point. I know I am starting to try and incorporate more different tobacco extracts into the stuff that I'm making for the Fog Sauce line. So we may see a little bit more of that in the future.
All right, cool. Just thought I'd ask about that because that was interesting to me. So anyway, we're on number 7, which is the Libra. We're definitely into the fall now.
Yep. So the flavor profile on Libra is a blueberry pomegranate with mint, and so that's another air sign. And the blueberry pomegranate is definitely, I feel like it goes right there with fall. You know, that real berry kind of harvesty flavor, and the mint complements it really well. It's a nice, sweet, spicy mint. It's got a lot of different dimensions to it.
No, I hear you. I mean, I guess so, because considering the fact that just those flavors, just thinking about it, because there's not too many fruit flavors that I would say go well with tea, or maybe it depends, like if it's regular tea or using green tea. So there's so many different variations of tea in itself that people sometimes forget about. Hey, what's up, 7R? How are you? So do you delved in different kinds of teas during the Zodiac line?
The Libra is it's actually an air sign, so that's a mint flavor. But I do have a couple of different teas. I use a green tea, a chai tea, and well, I guess I've been told that's redundant to say chai tea. So a chai,
Right.
and also an Earl Grey tea, and another of the flavors.
Okay, cool. Which brings us to Scorpio, which is now we're heavy into it. We're in like Halloween era.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And this one is actually a personal favorite, and it surprised me because I don't like chai. But the flavor profile on that is a pumpkin spice chai. And it is just, I mean, perfect for fall. I mean, come Halloween, everybody gets that pumpkin fever, and they just want pumpkin everything. So the pumpkin spice chai is fantastic.
All right, and wait a second, Casey, do you have a Duke in your hand?
I sure do.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to talk about this for a minute. I didn't realize she had it in her hand. She showed it to me earlier when we were doing our testing, but I didn't realize that she actually was vaping on it now. For those of you guys who don't know about the Duke is being sold on fogsauce.com. I'll put the links up again, just so you guys could see their links. And her line is up now, so you guys can see information about what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, we actually got the Fox Sauce line live and on the site, ready in anticipation of this interview. And we are out of stock on the Dukes at the moment, but we have a batch on order. And the last batch that we put up on Fox Sauce sold out in, I believe, 28 minutes. So
holy cow!
The way we usually work that is we'll release, we'll post it on Facebook, a couple weeks in advance that, when we're expecting a shipment in and things like that, telling people to go ahead and get on the site and get registered. And then we send out an email alert before we put them live. And then they go live, and it's a free-for-all. We can't, because of the demand for them, we can't do holds, we can't do pre-orders. We just, every man for himself.
Yeah, right.
I'll talk to you guys, though, privately.
I
know everybody in the room's like, the hell, Rich?
Stop it!
That's not cool. Okay, so I just had to mention because I'll tell you, like, I actually didn't know about the Duke until just recently. Like, I was at a meet in where was I? I was at the Steel City Vapors meet in Northwest Indiana. That's Mandy's meet for you guys. You guys know Mandy from Timeless Vapor. So she runs that meet, and I ran into James, Uncle Dagger, who does Vape Team on Wednesday nights. He had a Duke in his hand, and next to his Duke he had a Congestus in dual 26-650 mode. So first he shows me the Duke. He was like, "What is this?" And he was like, and I was like, "It looks like just like a regular, box mod, a regular dual 18650 box mod." But he was like, "Yeah, but look at this. See my dual coils?" He was like, pops it in. I was like, "What?" I know. I was
no baby coil.
I know. I was like, "What?" So I was like, "I want one." He was like, "It's gonna be a while before you can get one, dude."
Yeah.
I was like, "I hate you. I hate you." And then he pulls out his dual 26-650 Congestus, and I said, "Do you want to be robbed?"
Right.
Because I really want to walk out with both of these mods. Anyway, okay. So anyway,
and the guy that makes the Duke, Goss, is a really, really great guy, and he offers lifetime support on that device. So a lot of people that are looking at the price tag on it, that comes with lifetime support, and it's fully upgradable. If he makes an upgrade to it, you can send it back and have it upgraded to the new version.
Make my coils? Okay. They can make my coils.
Alright, so anyway, the next one is... Well, I'm born in the beginning of December, so this has to do with me. Sagittarius, I'm hoping there's banana in it, but I don't know. Let's find out.
There's not. That's actually what we're kind of chain puffing on here, is the Sagittarius. The Sagittarius is a caramel apple cider with cinnamon.
I think I can like that.
It's a really great flavor.
Yeah, I haven't stopped. I have a problem.
What?
I let her try it this morning, and she's been like at my side all day. Let me get some of that. Where's the Sagittarius?
I am going to be getting some of this, am I right? I'm
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, I'm psyched.
When we get those
I am a sad
you'll
panda.
be one of the first to get one.
Hey, just so you know, like, Tinker Evil is the girl I was telling you about that does the sub-own reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, she's calling me a sad panda because I want some now.
I made it!
You made it?
She made it.
Okay, I was like, wait a second, I'm confused.
No,
Okay.
I said I need it.
Oh,
I need
okay,
it.
okay. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, no, she does the liquids. I just drop.
Yeah, I mean, if it's any indication of like if it's like if you have like you're more like I guess is it fair to say your Foxtails line's kind of geared towards people who like to sub ohm? Is that a fair assumption to make?
Not really. I mean, we do a 50-50 blend, so I would say if I was going to gear it more towards sub ohmers, I would probably pump up the VG a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're really just trying to appeal to as many people as we can, you know, get as many people off cigarettes as we can with the flavors.
Right on.
I rock sub-ohms, and it hits fine. I mean, you've been seeing me puff away at this, and it's a 50-50, so I'm doing decent cloud for...
Yeah, you are. You are definitely getting decent cloud.
Yeah.
And I'm 0.5 dual verticals as well. So I mean, I think pretty much everybody in the shop is sub ohm at this point.
Wait a second. Do you say vertical?
like
You have vertical coils? Okay.
Yes, I do vertical. I'm a big wuss. Every time I used to try somebody's sub ohm, it would blow my head off. And then my buddy Jeremy, also known as Vaping PBR, he let me try the vertical coil, and it was so much cooler, so much more mellow, and I've been going with that ever since. I've actually had this build on here since Thanksgiving. And still, it's my workhorse, man. I chief on it all day long, go through about 4 batteries a day, but I love it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
You're like me.
So let's discuss the next flavor profile. Excuse me. So the next one we have is Capricorn.
Capricorn is another of our tobacco flavors. That one is actually, starting to get around the holidays. So that one is a chocolate tobacco gingerbread. And it's a very, very interesting flavor. I love the gingerbread in there. And the chocolate tobacco just complements it really, really well.
You know, that's interesting. Chocolate with gingerbread. That is interesting. Yeah. I mean, I guess people would be able to associate that with the holidays, so that is good. We got 2 left. We have the Aquarius then.
The Aquarius is a really great flavor. This one is, dead middle of winter, and it's also an air sign. And in the winter, an air sign is something that's kind of odd. So, I mean, I think snow, I think ice, I think, really cold. So what I did with that one was a triple mint. And this one is, it's a mix of the same mint that I use in the other 2 flavors that have the mint, plus a spearmint and a wintergreen. And all of them together just keep you guessing. You really don't taste the same thing twice when you're puffing on that one.
And then we have the last one. The last one would be Pisces.
So Pisces, very transitional. It's also, still pretty cold at that time of year. And what I was going for with the Pisces was kind of a meditative type of flavor. And that one's an Earl Grey tea with a little hint of lemon.
So good. It tastes just like a cup of Earl Grey tea.
I've never had Earl Grey tea in my life, so I got Casey to test it out for me after I was done making it. I was like, is this what Earl Grey tastes like?
I was like, what the hell? Did you put this in like a bottle and just call it vape juice? Like, what is this? This is so good.
I must tell you, if it's like I said, like this is like an authentic Earl Grey tasting vape. That's really hard to do.
Yeah,
I only know one vendor out of Romania that made it right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boom. Nice.
So I'm just letting you know, if you got it good, then that's actually a plus. That's a plus in your book.
Awesome.
No doubt. Okay, so I know people have been talking about. I know Mark. Thank you very much for answering a lot of people's questions in the chat. But let's talk about a little bit about. We'll talk a little about price points and nicotine strengths. And this is interesting, guys. So definitely listen. First of all, let's talk about the nic strengths that these juices are available in.
Nic strengths we have are 0, 3 milligrams, 6, 12, 18, and 24.
Now, guys, for those who like to sub them, 0, 3, 6, boom, right there. I thought that was interesting because when I was at VaporCon, which incidentally you were at too, I found out last night. But I didn't. Just on a sidebar, I must have probably walked into you a couple of times at least, and I'm pissed that I didn't get to meet you, so that sucks. Yeah.
She's awesome. If you can meet her, yeah, meet her.
Well-
if you're gonna be with me,
Well, speaking of which, while we're on the subject, are you guys going to Bash?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I think we were looking at trying to get a table, and I don't think there was enough room. So we may have been on the wait list. We may be going. We may not. Not 100% sure about that one yet.
Oh, so you're still trying to find out if we can get a table there, correct? Because you
Right.
know that the way that it's set up, there's supposed to be 50 tables at this meet. 50, and I don't know. I hope you guys. I hope they could squeeze you in, or at the very least, they have. You could probably see who some of the vendors are. Maybe see about splitting a table with somebody, especially somebody who's just selling mods. If somebody's
Right.
just selling mods, it'd be a perfect. It would be a perfect table to like split a table and like just sling juice while you're there. Especially like, because people like to try new juices and like. I know it's a cliche. I know everybody in the room's listening. They're like, yeah, it's a cliche. There's always new lines of juices coming out, and there's, but every once in a while, guys, like a juice line comes out and you're like, whoa, that's interesting. That's worth trying. At the very least, it's worth trying. So, let's see here. Like Maxie, Juice Genie from Vaping Masters mentioned, he was like, that I try to bring in a lot of different guests, maybe people that are just up and coming or people who are well established, but I'm very adamant on trying to let people know about some of these people because it's because who knows what could happen in the next 3 to 6 months. And that's how quick this industry is, don't you agree?
Oh yeah, it moves fast, really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, from what you were telling me, the Fog Sauce line should be out by the second week of March, correct?
The Fox Sauce line is ready to roll. We actually put the pedal to the metal and went ahead and got that live. So that's live and available for purchase on the site at fogsauce.com right now.
Okay, and then and like I was telling you before, the Zodiac line will be out like later on this month, possibly by the third weekend in March. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So anyway, I guess people are interested. We got them interested. I'm sure there's a bunch of people in here that are praying that they can try some of this juice.
But of course, so we will definitely, we're going to be offering a giveaway for a full set of the 5 Fog Sauce flavors. Mm-hmm. And right now we have all the milligram strengths, so anything goes. Full box set, winner take all.
Okay, so anyway, I'm going to pose a question in the room, and the first person to answer it wins. I'm gonna put it in chat to make it fair because I know people have lag issues. So the best way to do it is to type the question in chat. First person to answer it correctly will win this. Okay? Now the only thing is that if you already won something tonight, you cannot participate. I'm sorry. You already won something tonight. So these are for people who haven't won anything yet. Okay? All right. So here's my question. I need the full name of the flavor. The question is, what flavor was I absolutely raving about tonight out of her line during the interview? Oh, wait. I think I got a winner here. Woo. Okay, D. Millen did it. D. Millen. Guys, I need confirmation from people in the room. I'm seeing D. Millen. I am seeing D. Millen. I'm seeing D. Millen, guys. Alright. Yep, looks like it's D. Millen. Congratulations, D. Millen. You answered. Well, I thought that was a good question because if you were listening to the interview, you would know this question. The answer to that question. Alright, so hold on a second. Let me just, D. Millen. 66. Okay. Congratulations. Alright guys, before I go, before I let you guys go, I usually do this quiz. People who come to my show every week know this quiz. It's like the blatant James Lipton inside the actor studio quiz. And since both of you are in here, I'm going to ask both of you these 10 questions. So they're not too evasive. They're kind of cool. Some of the questions can be answered with one word.
I'm a little scared.
So don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll start with Alex first. So I'm going to ask the question. Alex answers first, and then you can answer second. Okay, Casey?
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. What is your favorite non-curse word?
Oh. I'm gonna have to go with penis.
Okay.
I mean, with this industry, it's just one big "that's what she said" joke, and that's always what it comes down to in the shop. It always goes back to the penis.
They're asking about.
But no, the reason why I said non-curse words is because there's an actual question of your favorite curse word. So we'll go with penis for that. So Casey, what's your favorite non-curse word?
And it can't be penis. Ha! You took my word. Probably boob.
The room is raving you guys right now. They love you, by the way.
Boob or boobs?
Boob.
It's just a fun word. Like, it's fun to call somebody a boob.
We're really 14-year-old boys trapped in girls' bodies.
All right. The second question is, what is your least favorite word? I have a parental advisory. It's good. If it has to be a curse, it is. But
least favorite word. No. No. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's actually one of my least favorite words, also. How about you, Casey?
It sucks. I don't want to hear no. Don't tell me no. Get out of here with that shit.
I'm not gonna snort on the radio, damn it.
Oh, it's cute when you snort.
I gotta say, probably juicy. I can't stand that word. Jesse has this horrible tendency to describe like the most gross things as juicy, and it just
moist, juicy bundt cake.
See, for me it's more moist. I can't stand the word moist for some reason. It bothers me.
Moist it's fun to say. I think that's a fun word to say, but juicy is just ugh.
My mom can't stand the C word or anything that rhymes with it. So me and my brother
say punt. It's a bad thing.
Yeah, we're like, Ryan, can you punt the bundt cake over here? She just goes nuts.
All right, well, I guess this line of questions is just going to get worse. What turns you on?
Boobs. You're gonna boobs, I'll take the D.
Boobs and dreads, yeah.
Yeah. Muscle, yes, muscles.
She likes muscle heads. Her boyfriend's a firefighter, and yeah.
Yes, muscles.
Okay,
and
all the muscles. On the opposite, what turns you off?
Clinginess. Clinginess is bad. I got shit to do, man. Don't call me, I'll call you.
Body odor.
Body odor.
Can't do body odor.
I'm kind of with you on that, Casey, yeah.
If you smell like a, locker room, locker full of dirty socks, we have a problem.
It's called a 5-minute shower. It's not that hard. I know what you mean.
Brother's gym uniform, we have a problem.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Here we go. Here's the 5th question. It's 10 questions, so we're on question number 5. What sound do you love?
Sound.
Don't you take mine. Don't you dare.
I can't. I'm not. Sound do I love? Probably my puppy dog.
Oh, so my dog.
My puppy dog is pretty adorable.
Was that dog that was with you? Was behind you? That white dog?
Yes, she is a little firecracker. She is a red-nosed pit Jack Russell mix.
Yeah.
I call her my Jack Russell in a pit bull suit.
She's so cute.
Agreed, Ellie Faye. Baby wipes do come in handy for those not able to shower. Okay. Casey, what's yours?
My favorite has to be fart noises. All the fart noises all day. That's all me and my boss do is fart noises.
All right. What sound do you hate?
Oh, God.
My alarm clock?
Stop.
Yes, my alarm clock. I hate that motherfucker. Me and him are not friends.
Mine's actually really funny. It's actually ironic too, because since working at a vape shop, you have people trying flavors.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that sound when people just like
the lip smacking noises.
Oh.
stand, especially if they're trying to savor it and they get their tongue involved. It's just so disgusting. It's like
a cow.
yeah, it's like you're chewing cud. It's like, oh god, stop. And so I have people at the tester bar trying flavors, and they're just like, tastes really good. I'm like, oh, I bet it does.
You guys are cracking me up. All right, here we go. Here's a good one. What is your favorite curse word?
Yes.
I'm trying to be inventive, but nothing's coming. It's gonna have to be fuck.
That's a popular
It
one.
can be used in any circumstance, in any way, with any suffix or prefix, or
it can be a verb.
it's just so versatile. It's like the chicken of curse words. You can put it in anything.
Like salt.
All right, Casey, what's yours?
Mine has to be dickweed.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I just love that one.
Dickweed.
You fucking dickweed. There it is. There's fucking it.
See, yeah, use it in combination. All right, here we go. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Astrology is definitely going to be my retirement plan.
Cool.
Mine has to be.
Casey, you're good at too many things. How could you pick one?
It's really hard, actually. First world Leo problems. It has to be probably animal behaviorology. Animals are my thing. I adore animals, and just working with psychology's cool, but people aren't that exciting. They're pretty predictable.
Right.
So animals are really cool because they don't have words; they have body language, and body language is really cool.
Right
So
on.
probably animal behaviorology.
Okay.
We recruited her. She was working at a reptile house before we recruited her.
Love me some movies.
Oh gosh, yeah, all right, right on. I mean, like, I'm not really big on reptiles, except, well, I do like snakes are kind of cool, but I have a problem with anything that resembles an alligator. You know, like anything like lizards and stuff. I don't know why. It's weird. I don't know. So.
You'd have a problem with my lizard then, because he's a blue-tongued skink. They're native to Australia. They
Yeah,
look like little gators.
I know exactly what that is. Okay.
He's a puppy dog, though. He likes to sit in your lap.
You know what though? I'm willing to give almost any animal a try, except for maybe like rats. I don't know. So.
No offense to anyone in the chat who owns a rat, but you know, dealing with snakes and lizards and reptiles for the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, I can't look at them as pets anymore. I look at them as snake food, as sad as it is, and probably as abrasive as that sounds.
No, it totally makes sense. I mean, that's what they live on mostly.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta feed the snakes.
What profession would you not like to do?
Oh.
You couldn't pay me to go back to waiting tables. Not a chance. This job has ruined me. This job is just the shit. There's nothing cooler.
Yeah, they're really, yeah.
I get to help people quit smoking cigarettes all day. I mean, that's just awesome to me.
We save lives! Oh man, for me,
Yeah.
probably stripper. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I can do that either.
All those grubby man eyes, I'm like, but,
On girls.
I think 50 guys just left the room.
Aww.
I'm kidding. Alright, here we go. Here's the last question. The last question is, spiritual beliefs aside, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh my god, I have a perfect one.
You answer first then.
I have to go first?
Go ahead.
I go first. What's up? Yes. Yes, that is what I would want to hear in the beginning.
I want to hear, in heaven, Mountain Dew is good for you.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
That would be fantastic.
You were drinking Dew before too. I remember that. You know,
Like, all the things that you wanted to eat on Earth that were terrible for you, they're good for you here.
They're good now. You want to eat those.
so basically it's Twinkies and Mountain Dew all day long.
You want to run rolling.
Yo, seriously, Alex, Casey, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me tonight, and thank you for hanging out with everybody here in the room.
No
Really
problem. Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Can I do a quick shout out real quick?
Absolutely.
Yes. I want to do a shout out to Sean, who is behind the mastermind behind Next Level Vapors, and his wonderful wife Tiffany.
They are so awesome, and their baby's too cute.
Oh my god, they're little monkeys, they're adorable, and they're awesome people. If you're ever looking for a great vanilla custard, Captain Custard is the way to go.
And it's got boobies on the bottle.
Yes, it's
Who
got-
doesn't love boobies?
Boobs. My favorite word again. Boobs.
So there you are, guys. Here's the links again. You could find the Fog Sauce line and the Zodiac line later on this month over at fogsauce.com. Don't forget that the next batch of the Duke mods will be coming, so keep an eye out. So listen to what Alex and Casey said. Register on the site, and they'll give you a notice right when the next batch of Duke mods come out, and it's a free for all.
Yep,
Also.
sure.
There's the FB page of just the Puffin Monkey, which is the brick and mortar that they work at, and there's probably going to be a separate page for the Fog Sauce line and Zodiac line down the line. Once I get that information, I can pass it off to you guys also.
Yep, Fog Sauce actually has a Facebook, and that's up and ready for likes.
Oh, it is up.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Before I go, let me grab it real fast. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here.
Click it, like it, love it, vape it. That could be a slogan. Improv.
We need that one, and we need friends don't let friends trip and drive.
Yes.
And friends don't let friends vape decaying.
I just want to make sure that I'm at the right page here. Yep, it is. I am at the right page. Because it had this picture of this girl with glasses on, like, vaping on herself.
Yep.
Okay, so that's it. Alright, so guys, here's her Facebook page, and there's the Facebook page for Fog Sauce. If you guys would please go and like their page so you can be up to date with information related to the Fog Sauce line and the Zodiac line of eliquids. Okay? Hey guys, great. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. Hit me up on Facebook, and we could talk about post-interview stuff, whatever, and everything. Okay, Alex?
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Oh! And Casey, thank you so much again for coming on with us also. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me and my shenanigans.
Yeah, we really hope to see you at Bash. So hopefully you guys will be there. That'd be awesome. Okay, have a great evening, guys. Have a good one.
You too, thanks.
All right, take care. So that's it, guys. It's almost... Okay, guys, that was actually one of my better ones, right? I mean, despite all the gremlins that happened in the